Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. You may be thinking, hey, I have deja vu, I've seen this before. If you are thinking that, thank you, that means you watched my last video. But we're looking at a 360 Slim, power is on. If you watched the last video, or if not, I worked on the Slim, tried zero fusing it, didn't work, put back the original stuff, and it boots. But, like I mentioned, it's in pretty rough condition, so I'm just showing you that it does in fact boot to the latest dashboard. It's in some pretty rough condition. Cases jacked up, missing parts, dirty paint, blah 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 blah. So the plan today is to make the greatest Slim you have ever seen in the history of 360 Slims. It involves a bunch of stuff. Involves one of these guys, involves some of these guys, involves maybe this guy, and maybe this guy or something similar. But yeah, plan today is to take this guy apart and make a beautiful 360 Slim. Not going to be zero fuse or anything, just going to be a, I guess, customized 360 Slim that I always wanted to do. So we're going to put you up, take it apart, and start building it together.
And while we do that, I would like to say thank you to today's sponsor, PCBWay, the premier destination for top quality printed circuit boards. In a short span, PCBWay has become the go-to choice for seamless online ordering, rapid prototyping, and unparalleled customization. From hobbyists like myself to industry leaders, PCBWay has earned the trust through its commitment to precision and reliability. Cutting-edge technology and a skilled team ensure that every PCB meets the highest standards. Beyond circuits, PCBWay fosters a vibrant community of creators, turning ideas into reality. Join the innovation wave with PCBWay, where quality meets ingenuity.
Alrighty, so for today's project, we're starting off with one of these bad boys, which is the Viper Pro. If you're wondering what a Viper Pro is, it's a dual NAND. It's a prototype. You can buy it from many different places. I bought it from Phenom Mod. I'll leave it down below. And what it is it's kind of like a throwback to one of these bad boys. If you've done 360s, there was a dual NAND chip released by Team Executor called the Demon. I actually don't have my Demon in here, but I do have one laying around in a box for sure. And I believe this is the Slim one. It came with Slims, and it looks awfully familiar. No, this is a fatty one, but I do have a Slim one. It says fat right there, but they basically function the same way. They have this cool little board that attaches externally, and you can use USB to read and write your NAND. You'll have a NAND switch here, and yeah, this is what it is. So we'll install one of these first. We'll read and write the NAND, and we'll have to RGH3 it. And then we'll kind of go from there. So that's the plan. So I believe the area, I wish I had a Demon Slim to show you guys, but it's a little cool device. There's a Viper, just regular Viper dual NAND, and then there's one of these. So yeah, where you will be installing it is in, if you flip the board to the back and you look along, let's take you all the way out. It's in this area over here. So X clamp is over here, it's down here, and the one thing we got to do to prepare is right over here. Let's see if I can get you guys in. Right over here, there's a cap on the other side. Cap. So the cap legs, we're going to interfere right here. You're just gonna want to trim that guy down a little bit and retin it, and then you'll be good to go. So I'll just do that, and then we'll start installing our Viper dual NAND. So this is what the Viper looks like. Basically this, and there's a little flex cable that comes with it. So I'm gonna line it up down here. So I don't know what the easiest route for doing for you will be, but basically you just kind of, there's a bunch of solder points that you have to follow. You basically just make sure they're all lined up. Make sure that your NAND points are lined up over there, and you'll just tack it down. So I'll probably start off on this side and then work my way here. But first, since we messed around with the zero fuse, I don't know if you can see it, but our NAND points are a little bit crazy looking because I soldered to them. So I want to make them flat first, and then we'll do the thing to the many things. Okay, that should be fine. So now this board should sit flat and flush. And like I said, you're just lining everything up. So something like that's fine on one end, and something like that. You basically be golden. So yeah, I'm just gonna start tacking things down. Cool. So what I did was I tacked down one here, and one here, which covers kind of the whole thing. Now you can kind of go back and everything looks aligned, and you can start tacking in. So it's hard to show because freaking camera's at a weird angle, but essentially it looks like that. So you have all of these points need to tack, these here, so 4, 5, 6, this one here, and these NAND points over here. Then you'll be good to go. And yeah, you'll also have to solder the RB, an LED if you want a LED on your ring of light board, and I believe this one's if you want to do switching through your front panel button. So I'll do them all, don't worry. Cool, and that should be it. Like I said, all we need to do now is solder a few wires. So we need to do RB, which is next to C2T12, which is right over, like this point right here. So you basically need a wire to go from here to over there. That should be easy peasy. basically for your required wires, that's it. We're basically done here. So if I give it power and I plug in the QSB, I should be able to read our NAND. So I'm going to clean this area up a little bit with some IPA and Q-tips, and we'll plug it in and see what happens. Okay, so we got everything wired up. This is for our external board. This one would be for the post out, but we don't have a QSB for that. I wired it for RGH3 using Elements, so the mod shop's RGH3 QSB. You can fabricate yours, buy it. Post PLL done, 3K resistor done, soldered pin 13 for the board done. All this works, so if you plug it in, we should get a blue light. And in JRunner, it should say X flasher. So if you want to flash your NANDs, what we're looking for, let's see if we can get it here. Ooh. If I hold down the button, that's NAND 1, which is on the board. And if I hold it down again, 1, 2, NAND 2 would be the external NAND on the Viper Pro. So we'll go to NAND 1. And since I had already dumped the NAND in my previous video, I'll just load it up. NAND 1, NAND 2, do a quick compare. Everything's fine. RGH3 it. We'll select the latest dashboard. Create XE build. Converted it beautifully. We'll write it. And it'll be the same as an X flasher. It'll take like 30-40 seconds to write it. Cool. We're done there. And if I hold down the button again, two blinks, we'll do, what do I have? I don't know if 9199 will work. We'll do 13604. Can we create an RGH3? Sure, looks like we can. And I'll write this to NAND dump 2. You can write other things. I'll just write this for now to figure it out. And the beautiful part is, since this board is external, it sits on the back of your 360. You can just plug in a USB cable and program it with whatever you'd like to. You don't have to keep opening it up to write the NAND anywhere. So we're done here. We should be done with all the NAND and RGH related stuff. So everything for the most part here is done. I think the only thing missing is, if I want to, the LED, which is an LED indicator for the front. I might come back and do that later once we finish that part. But for now, we're done here. Alrighty, so we got everything in a state here, and it works fine. So you route it basically through the where the Ethernet is on the top, out, and it would basically clamp on here, but I have it like this. So if I hold down, you'll see orange light for 1, and hold down again for 2. So we'll just boot 2, which should be the Viper. And it'll boot it perfectly fine. You will see it booting up a glitch 2M NAND, because I didn't know what else to put on it. While it's on, my next thing I want to do is this guy. Maybe this will give you a hint of where we're going with this. This is an orange LED strip, and I guess my plan is to wrap it around like so, right? It would go all around here, but it's really long and I can't cut it, so I'm gonna have to go around multiple times. Unfortunately, I didn't buy a 5 volt, I bought a 12 volt. So we need to probe around to find 12 volt. And I think, I don't need a persistent standby 12 volt, I just need any 12 volt, I think. Back here, yep. Gives me 12 volt, so I can just do 12 volt here and ground up there. That should give us orange, and as you see on the screen, it booted the test kit. So we're kind of good there, we're making progress. While I have it plugged in, I also need a persistent 5 volt, which I believe is this last pin here, 5 volts. So we'll also get 5 volt for, I don't know where I put it, but I'm going to install a custom board with sounds, so we need 5 volt for that. But we'll get that sorted when we get there. First, let's solder up the LED strip and see how it looks. Okay, so I didn't tape anything down yet, but this is a mock-up of how it would look. Let's see how it looks when I press power. I feel like it's gonna be super bright. I should probably give it standby first. Huh? I'm just holding it down with my hands around the heatsink to see. So they're NAND bank too, that's fine. Yeehaw, not bad. So it kind of looks like, it's hard to see, but from up there, but it looks pretty cool. It is a very bright orange though, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm thinking of something like that, right? And that would look pretty cool. So once we do this, we'll do the sounds. So let me just, tape it in its place. Okay, so next up is the sound, and we're gonna be using this, which is a JQ6500. And the way it works is you give this two sounds. This is your speaker. You connect your speaker, so you'll cut off this edge, solder it to here, solder this to your 316, and you'll get beautiful power. So basically what you want to do is when you program it, there'll be two pins down bottom here. So P2 is your speaker plus, the one above it speaker negative. Doesn't matter which way you give it. You can give black here, red here. All right. P1 on this side is your K1, one above it's K2. K1 will be your power button. K2 will be your eject button. You can give it one sound, which will work for both, I'm assuming, or you can give it two sounds in whichever order. So first sound you upload will be for K1, second sound will be for K2. If I share my screen, as you see, hopefully you can see my display. What I'm talking about is K1 will go to this red point, K2 here will go to R4G7 here, and that'll give you your sounds, speaker, positive, negative, and then two down, so 1, 2, third here is ground, you'll give that ground, and fourth here is 5 volt. You'll have to give it a persistent 5 volt, as in something that's there on standby, which if you remember in the last clip will be this guy. So this is your 5 volt, and then feel free to ground it wherever you want to ground it. I already programmed this. It's pretty annoying to get it to program. You have to use WinLame. As you see, I had three there, which wouldn't have worked. So you would do open files, you find your files. So let's say you want to do Halo Music, and then you want to do Halo Reach. Go next. Do it wherever you want to do it. Choose an output location, and then you want to do custom settings. Set your bitrate to 16, hit next, hit finish, and it'll save it. So in my case, it saved it to my documents, which you see here. And then you want to open up in your JQ folder. There's a music downloader English. You can open that up. You're going to load your files. So you would load, if this is your power, you would load this first. And then this is your eject, you would load this second. Hit flash, and you flash it to it. And that's basically all she wrote. So from there, that's kind of it. Now we will look back on the beautiful board. I guess we can solder it, right? It doesn't hurt. So if we do this right, this will be our 5 volt. So I can just give it, something. Right? And you got to figure out where you want to place this sucker. So I haven't really thought about it. I probably will do the corner of the board probably seems like a good spot. So yeah, I'll probably just throw it in the corner. But let's see if we can wire this together. So we're saying this is our 5 volt, right? So the chip would go there, and that would be our 4th pin on the left hand side. So I'm just gonna It's hard to do this. Okay. Right. And if I want it, I don't know. I could honestly put it right there, probably. We could probably even go in the opposite and like lay it that way, but it's your call. If you do it that way, everything would be in a different orientation. So instead of 4 here, right, it would be 4 here. So like that. Let's do it that way. 4, right? So let's assume that's where I'm putting it. Okay, I'll just keep it there. Alright, something like this. That's fine. You can ground it wherever. Let's say the third one's ground. I don't know. I could honestly just go ground it there, ground it there, ground it right here probably. We'll use the AV port for ground. Okay, and this is how we have it all wired up. So I have the board here, like I mentioned, 5-volt ground, power, eject. My speaker I connected there. I kept it long because I'm not sure where I want to put it. For now it's in the front, and maybe this will give you an idea of what this will turn out to be. Then my eject.
Game over.
From here we're basically almost done. We literally have, I just have to kind of put it all back together now. So in case if you guys haven't figured out what I am working on, it's this. And if you still can't see it, it's a nice shiny Halo 3 custom shell for the Slim. It's literally like a one-to-one replication of the Halo 3 case, just for Slim consoles. Comes with the case, everything you see here. You got this little baggie for the drive bezel, the for the manufacturer stuff. So we're gonna go in and put this guy fully back together, and we'll see the final product. have it, the final console in all its beautiful glory. Custom Halo 3 Slim. I wonder if you could hear that. Let's probably get it one more time. So we have the Halo sound for the boot.
Game over. Game over.
We have Game Over for the eject button animation. We have custom orange ring of light. We have custom orange fan. It is dual NAND. So if I bring you over here, first NAND is just booting Zell. If I switch the NAND in the back, and if we switch the NAND in the back, it will boot to a Glitch 2M NAND, which just has the 17489 test kit NAND written to it. And that's it. If you thought this video was cool, interesting, fun, saw anything you liked, saw anything you didn't like, leave it down below. As always, like, comment, subscribe, it's always useful. Any questions, shoot them. I'll try my best to answer them. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a pretty fun time making this. It's been one of those like dream Halo consoles for a long time. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.